What's happening, gamers? Welcome to another exciting edition of Gamers Theory 101 here. We're doing the initial impressions on Days Gone here. What's it say in the fucking menu? 754 days gone, according to the menu. I don't know how the fuck it figures that, given the day and night cycle in this game. Must have been off screen. 700 days. 700 days, motherfucker, that's 2 years. You mean to tell me dipshit over here's arm is still on fire? Are you fucking serious? This guy's still laid the fuck up. First of all, it's an arm, bro. It's your arm. The rest of you isn't fucked. Get up, bro. Some guys, like, bro, this wound he's got is a few months healing maximum, bro. It's just your forearm. Anyway, so here we are, 2 years in. I don't assume bro is the one who's restocking all the supplies downstairs. But initial impressions of Days Gone. How would I sum it up? Let's sum it up like this. Well, you can't really see the health bar there on camera. Maybe I can adjust things a little bit here and try to get that health bar on camera. See that goofy ass health bar? How will we sum up our initial impressions of the game? Bro. And there it is. Bro's health bar is still motherfucking empty. I don't know who taught y'all how survival games work. I don't know who taught y'all how to make games, but this is not how it is done. There is literally no point whatsoever to sleeping in these beds. And it doesn't save the game. It doesn't heal you. I assume when they say, oh, it makes time pass and da-da-da-da, they're talking about if there's an inconveniently large zombie horde in the path between you and one of your objectives and you just want to wait that out. Sure. But other than that, maybe it's raining and you want to skip to the day cycle. Other than that, there's really no point in it. Doesn't save the game, doesn't heal you. Like, it's like half the point. The most meaningful fucking points of sleeping in a survival game. If you imagine sleeping in Fallout and the shit not only didn't save the game, but it didn't heal you, or Left 4 Dead, or GTA, or insert name of any game where you go to sleep in the game, which is all of them that you go to sleep in, all of the games where you go to sleep in, you wake up with health. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. He doesn't fucking heal when he sleeps. The fuck? So, there's that. So you done fucked that up right off the bat. Why can't we fast travel over here to this spot? Alright, well, and then right off the bat, does this bike have it? Huh. Whose bike was that? I think it was somebody else's. Somebody else's bike had that ridiculous setup with the fucking suspension system attached to the seat, and it doesn't even like... Is it this guy's bike? Can't really tell. Yeah, look at that nonsense fucking... That nonsense suspension system. Had to put that in a short anyway. I guess we'll take a cruise on over to the fucking Red Dead Redemption camp over here. We got full fuel, 100%. Gotta be real, to be kind of careful with your fuel consumption. Fucking bike literally chugs gas like a Hummer H2. It's crazy. Never seen anything like it. I appreciate having to refill the gas in the bike, but having to do it so often is kind of immersion breaking. You want that feeling like in the Mafia games or Multi-Theft Auto Online. You want that feeling that you could run out of gas in the back of your head, in the back of your mind. You want it to be a subtle feeling of your vehicle being finite and the little bit of tension there because of that. It shouldn't be in the forefront of your mind because your fucking bike runs out of gas. Is my bike out of motherfucking gas? What the fuck? Really? Are you serious? I thought I filled this fucking stupid shit. Case in point. Wow, like right next to him too. Thank goodness. I wonder if it's going to let me just fill the bike even though I'm all the way over here. So, yeah, I wouldn't have made the gas cans infinite. Like, that's fucking dumb. Maybe I would have made the gas stations infinite. And you gotta fill gas cans. You know. Or maybe not even have the gas stations be infinite. That'd be cool. If it was like a really, you get a really like refill cans from the same gas station over and over and over again for a long time. Like it would take fucking a year of playing, well not a year, but maybe months of playing the game for the percent to start going down in a noticeable way, 25% or whatever, and the gas station's gonna run out. So we got our next fucking dumb thing, where we have the kitchen here, Red Dead Redemption style, donate stuff to the kitchen. I don't know, man. Are we gonna unlock the ability? There doesn't seem to be any kind of menu for it. He doesn't eat food either. Bro doesn't heal from eating food or sleeping. He can just donate to this fucking stupid kitchen. Doesn't ever get a piece of the pie. Retarded. Alright? Like, you've already fucked up half the core of your survival game. You got dipshit still standing here next to his immersion breaking... It's not even neon, it's white. But holographic, whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. This shit is stupid. Like, you could have just had a literal neon sign that says kitchen, like I would have made in Fallout 4. Instead, you've got, like, this guy's fucking PTSD hallucination on the wall, or whatever that's supposed to be. What is that? Why is there the ghost of the word kitchen on the wall? There's a holographic UFO projection on the wall, sir, right behind you. You can't see that? Am I the only one seeing that? You know? Come on. Don't be so fucking lazy. Design a fucking sign. Have a sign. This shit not only is lazy and ugly, but it breaks my immersion. This is like the same kind of thing with like so many games. Look at how busy as fuck the fucking HUD is. You got all this shit. Don't need all of this shit, man. I can tell bro's health is low because he's staggering around clutching his stomach. Like we could get rid of half of this shit. Keep your medkit number in the fucking weapon wheel. Don't have it on screen with all the other shit. You don't need like, I don't know why developers do this. I think it makes them feel good to have a bunch of busy bullshit on the screen. It's not gonna... Oh, there it is. Stamina depleted, guys. You needed a message to flash on the screen. You're too fucking much of a fucking retard paramecium sitting there scratching your ass going, oh, why can't he run anymore? He stopped running. Like, we needed a message to pop up on the screen. There. Fucking return to the ambush camp. The little message to the right. We need that. We need this extra shit. It's not like I have a mini-map with the objective marker. It's not like you have the fucking literal objective holographically projecting itself through the fucking forest like a laser beam already for some reason. We need the objective description marked in my journal, GPS tracked on the mini-map, a reminder message to the right, and a holographic projection of the objective through the fucking tree line from a kilometer away, because you're fucking retarded and you might forget what you're doing, gamer. When are we gonna stop with this fucking bullshit? Every once in a while you get a company does it right. You get like The Last of Us, which this game ironically tries so hard to copy the gunplay of. Very minimalistic HUD and objective marker bullshit sprinkled all over the fucking screen. So we fucked all that up. All that's fucked up. I don't hate it. Let's see, the bike. Yeah, now, once again, Far Cry shit here. Let's do the Far Cry test again. Let's see what we come away with. Here's the controller. Let's see how much trigger we gotta pull until this fucking shit excuse for a motorcycle gets moving. Get a little bit of trigger. Little bit of trigger. Little bit of trigger. The wheel's starting to move there. I don't know if you can see it. The wheel's starting to move. Somehow we're still stationary. Wow. So at a quarter trigger pull, roughly, we have the wheel moving somehow, but not moving the bike. Oh, I mean, at least it's really like, I was about to compliment it and say at least it's not as bad as Far Cry, but it's actually pretty much as bad as Far Cry. Like, 75% of the fucking trigger does nothing. You know, your gas pedal's non-fucking existent. Your throttle, whatever, non-existent. 75% of the trigger does nothing. 75% in to pushing the trigger down, you're at a walking pace, and then like the last 15% of the trigger is full gas, and you'll watch the frame rate jitter and skip around a little bit. And it's the same thing as the Far Cry bullshit. They wanted a certain level of graphics, and they just couldn't handle their game not looking so good, so we had to sacrifice features, including the fucking top speed of the bike, apparently, in order to have this certain level of graphical fidelity. And it's just like, I'm so over it. I'm over it. Who the fuck programmed this bike? Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Like, bro, this thing is a brick shithouse on wheels. It's the most, and it is fun to ride it through the trails and through the sections like this tunnel area that's up ahead. God help you if you fucking aren't going anything but the maximum speed this piece of shit is capable of when you hit that jump. It is atmospheric and thematic and everything, but what would make it a lot better? If the fucking bike's top speed wasn't like, I don't know, a blistering 35 miles an hour or whatever sad shit this is. So, if the bike actually fucking worked like a I don't know, a Grand Theft Auto vehicle, I swear to God, I'm pretty sure Grand Theft Auto doesn't do this bullshit where half the trigger does 75% of the trigger does fucking nothing. And, geez, I'm just circling all the way around Copeland's camp for no reason. I'm pretty sure, when you're playing GTA, you pull the trigger a little bit and the car goes a little bit. Not 75% of the trigger pulled and you're at a walking pace and then the last 10% is you slamming the gas. I'm pretty sure, and just like in Forza, it's a gradual increase of power as you're pulling the trigger. I'm just baffled by this shit. But yeah, because normally in a Grand Theft Auto bike or a Forza car, your first 25, 50, 75% of the trigger there, maybe at 50%, you would be moving at the speed that this bike does when it's going all out. On a fucking, half throttle on a GTA San Andreas or GTA 4 Sanchez is this bike's top fucking speed going downhill. So if you actually had the Sanchez dirt bike, what I'm saying is you could still have these, you could still do the coasting around and that kind of feeling and having to be light on the gas because you got to conserve fuel. You could still do the thematic, immersive kind of exploring of the trails, and it would be more intense because you would actually have to be careful and watch your speed because the bike is actually capable of going more than 30 fucking miles an hour, and you would be sitting there feathering the gas, only a little bit of gas, 25%, that's enough for cruising around in this trail right now. I've got my fucking hand slammed all the way on the fucking gas, and it really is just because I feel like it really is just because they were not confident in this game's ability to hold its shit together while the fucking bike is going faster. So there's all that. So what have we ran through so far? Oh yeah, right. And that reminds me. That when I say what have we gotten through so far right now, this fucking shit, I'm pretty sure if I were to die right now, it would just load me back with no health and no medkits. Hello, fucking, you ever played a video game before? Fucking retards who somehow mystically didn't get kicked out of the office when they proposed all these genius ideas. Fucking, when you die, and it's like, wow, man, when you die, You really gotta explain these fucking simple ass concepts? Let's see it. Please, oh god. Giant ass fucking gaudy ring that he puts on her finger, spinning in the fucking, like, only the douchiest of douchebags gives his girl that shit. Like, that ring, that's the one? You're giving her that shit? For a fucking keepsake? For a fuck, hold on to this, babe, I'm gonna want it back. Are you serious? Yeah, look at this dumb asshole. No health still. Are you kidding me? Game, bro. And it clearly checkpointed, like I'm back at a checkpoint, so it just doesn't, this game doesn't give a fuck about average video game standards and tradition. Yeah, normally when you die in a game, you start off with full health. Game. You know that, right? It's kind of like the point. And I've been in this situation before. It's exceptionally a fucking pain in the ass to deal with at this stage in the game, because this motherfucking jackass. I know. We're not giving the game much positive press here, because it's just been one fucking retarded thing after another. But let's just retard our way through this retardation. Before we get to that retarded thing, let's take a look at this retarded thing. The doctor of this fucking camp isn't even a fucking NPC you can have a dialogue with. She doesn't do anything. Bitch, I am dying. Help me! Bitch! She's just a pointless NPC standing there. This medical tent is pointless. It's just a slap in the face to stand there. You know, like if it was Fallout, at least you could steal the medical supplies and heal yourself. The other massive bitch about these stupid fucking outposts is they don't even have any supplies in them. Other than your own little camp there, there's no respawning supplies. There's no fucking, not even supplies that you can take just once in a situation like this. Alright, so on to the next stupid fucking thing. This fucking asshole. What am I up to now? 9,816 trust points. I need 12,000 trust points in order to get to level 2 trust. Now you might say, alright, that's a fair enough concept. Yeah, but what does level 2 trust gets you? Because they're already willing to sell me assault rifle ammunition and pistol ammo and a suppressor for my pistol. Motherfucking... Oh, well, thankfully they don't trust me with the fucking frag grenades and Molotov cocktails yet. I was about to say that would make it just even more stupid. But so you trust me with all this ammunition, but they don't trust you with a motherfucking med kit? Are you serious? What are you worried about, me stabbing somebody with the scalpel? I already have a knife. This is the dumbest fucking shit. Medkit should be level 1. And then you get to buy ammunition. And then bombs and shit. I don't know who the fuck thought this up. They were sitting there plotting and scheming like, yeah, we know they're gonna want that medkit. Fucking dickhead. So that's however many stupid things in a row that are dumb about this motherfucker right off the bat. So, what is good? What is good so far? Well, I have somewhat managed to pay attention to the story. At least the characters don't whisper everything like in Far Cry. At least the audio settings aren't set up in such a way as to where the gunfire is extremely loud, so you gotta turn the fucking volume down, but then you can't hear anybody, and like the fucking dialogue and the sound effects volume settings are like mixed together but separate from the music. It's a mess. It's stupid. God help you if you really cared about Far Cry 5 story anyway. I'm just joking, but you know, I'm gonna have to look up a video essay on it to actually figure out what the fuck of significance actually happened in that game. But so, you know, it's got a story, and that's great. It consists of babe zombies. Oh, leave without me. Okay, I'll come back for you later. That's about it. Doing the whole Last of Us, reading about it through notes left in abandoned military bases. Well, that was a fucking retarded death. Oh, and this is another game. This is another game that does this bullshit. Well, that guy blinked into existence. What the hell was that, buddy? This is another game that doesn't have the fucking balls. It's another The Last of Us, not Far Cry. I mean, I guess you could say Far Cry, right? Like how did this cult on the island, presumably not the Midwest, because that would be fucking retarded. This cult on this faraway island that presumably are just big fans of America for some reason and have nothing to do with the American South or Make America Great Again, because that would be fucking retarded. Anyway, how did it get to that point? How did they get so far along as to build a statue and have their own infrastructure and fuel trucks driving around and shit? But yeah, this is another The Last of Us, another Fallout, another one of these fucking games where we have like a brief bit of introductory gameplay with some cutscenes explaining the story setup, and then we get knocked out for whatever reason, and we wake up years later with the whole catastrophe and everything already played out. Now that we've lazily hand waved the difficult to animate exciting parts of the downfall of civilization, now that we've lazily hand waved past the difficult to animate parts that would require a higher budget of the downfall of civilization, we can start you here. What having The Last of Us continue from the point of the opening scene where you just had to survive all the way up to the point where the prologue is finished and you start the actual game, and then the actual Last of Us game at that point could be the second game, because you already played through the few years that happened between his daughter dying and him ending up in boring, already collapsed civilization world full of fucking... You understand what I'm saying? So, once again, are we ever going to get a game with the fucking balls to actually go through the fucking collapse. We got so close with Fallout 4. We got to see one nuke go off, you know. It's got to count for something. Got a little bit of normal pre-war Fallout world gameplay time there, little tiny smidgen for you. And then we get to experience running over to the bunker, and then the bomb falls, you know. But will we ever get a Fallout that tells us the story of how the environmental storytelling skeletons were made? I want to see how those were made. I want to see the aftershock cause the desk fan to fly across the room and hit that one guy in the groin. So that is another peeve with this. You know why? Because when I first started playing it, right off the bat, right in the beginning, riding his fucking motorcycle and getting my first initial looks at the motorcycle, and this is his second one. It's got a little bit less going on than the first one. So they do have you basically start over, which is fucking annoying. That's that part too, where we need an excuse for your bike to be upgradable, but it already looks fucking like a Mad Max mishmash of shit. So we gotta have an excuse to take your bike away so that you can end up with a shitty bike. That way you can experience upgrading it. But, so like I looked at the original bike and I felt kind of disappointed that it was already such a Mad Max contraption. I think it would have been much more fun and interesting if this game started like I described, as in continuing off from... This game should have continued from the point of your girlfriend there who doesn't have an upper lip being put on the fucking helicopter. Oh, God. Synchronicities, cringiness, eye rolling. Anyways, fucking yeah, you should have continued off just like The Last of Us should have continued after the daughter gets shot and you've got to survive your way through the crash of civilization. And then the second game would be that point at which when you blink back in from the cut to black and it says 4 years later or whatever nonsense. Like, the second game should have been The Last of Us campaign that we got. This game, you know, it would have just been so much nicer for him to have run off of that fucking rooftop and hop on his normal standard biker chopper that he has. That's what I thought, basically. When I saw this fucking bike in the first one, I thought, I wish it wasn't already Mad Maxed. I wish we were starting with the real normal chopper that he would ride on the streets, and he's got to ride this fucking thing. It handles like a chopper in GTA, where you got to kind of be a little careful not to crash into shit. Oh, I like having to repair it and fill it full of gas, not so much, but I like it, right? But so you start off with a normal chopper, and as you progress through the collapse of society, have to Mad Max it yourself. So it's just all a bunch of fuck. I will say the atmosphere, and I look at this map and I'm like, oh my god, is this fucking... Did you just copy paste Far Cry's fucking map? I'm gonna laugh if I compare the two and they are at all similar in any way. Ha ha ha! Freaking like shared assets or some shit, I don't know. It's just a very similar feeling map. But you know, I like the vibe better than Far Cry. Far Cry was just another standard Far Cry formulaic title. If you played one of them, you played all of them. Yeah, after how long have we been shitting all over this game? 34 minutes? Fucking after 34 minutes of shitting all over this game, I'm gonna recommend that you get it. It's only like $20 at this point, you know, so just go and get it. The hell? That's a movie night. It's 2 DVDs. Just go and get the game. I'm not the typical reviewer with this like sense of urgency of like I gotta fucking cover the most present thing, the most mainstream, whatever is hot right now. No, I don't give a fuck. Fucking I was watching some other content creator and he was like I got my start with Fortnite like most of us did, and I was like, speak for yourself, homie. Fucking I'm the modern reincarnation of the angry video game nerd. I'm PlayStation 2 generation, 360 generation were my childhood consoles. PS4 as I got a bit older, right? And hell, people consider it old now too. That's kind of funny. I don't think any reasonable person who has any concept of nobody over 18 or with any historical concept of what nostalgia or retro actually means fucking thinks the PS4 is old, but whatever. You know, at a certain point, you just gotta be like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna pay $100 for some of these fucking games, $80, what we're talking about these days, if you're gonna pay $500 fucking dollars for a console, like, I mean, Angry Video Game Nerd, for instance, didn't get his start, and sure hasn't finished, still going strong, reviewing whatever the most mainstream, hot, in the algorithm current thing is. Sure as fuck never seen a Fortnite video from AVGN. So it's not like you can't make a channel this way. But what I'm getting at is, like, if you're gonna be spending $500 for a fucking console and $80 to $100 for a game, sometimes more if you're getting some premium 5-star blowjob edition with all the dick LC, then you might as well sit back, and if you're looking for a review on a good game that's worth getting, say to yourself, well, hell, a PS2 is only like $50 these days. Games are like $10-$20. A 360 is like $100 these days. Games are like $5, $10, $15, $20. A PS4 can be found for $100, $200 these days. You know, these are not major investments anymore. So if you want to review, if you want to know a good game, something that you can just jump into, and it's not this insane investment of the fucking PS4, I am your guy here, filling my niche. He's gonna take you back to the past, don't sue me, to play the shitty games that suck ass, please don't sue me. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten assholes of roadkill skunk than drown it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. Watch YouTube copyright this because it's a dumbass bot and can't tell that I'm fucking just singing the song. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd. But yeah. So don't take shit too seriously. I'd be pissed if I spent a fucking all this shitloads of money on some fucking game. And hindsight is 2020, you know. When you go back, the games still have staying power years later. That speaks to the quality of what you're dealing with. I mean, like, as old as it is, if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of money to work with, you still got your 360, fucking go out and get Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain for Xbox 360. It looks really close to just as good, if not as good as, I mean, it is really close. It is hard to tell the difference. And I have like pictures of it posted to Facebook. Between it on 360 and PS4, it holds up really well. You probably find that game for like fucking $20. And that game will last you a summer. You'll be in that. So that's kind of the way I look at it. This game, you know, for $20, I can't complain. It's got a lot of stupid shit to it, but this isn't, like, I'm not sitting here, it's not fucking GTA 6. I'm not sitting here, it's not Mass Effect 3 or New Vegas. I'm not like pulling my hair out like, oh my god, I spent fucking, you know, weeks of allowance money in New Vegas's case. Yeah, I just can't believe how fucking hard it is to heal yourself. Oh my god, a rag thing respond. Can I make a med kit now? No, still need a rubbing alcohol. Crazy. Yeah. This dude can't heal from eating, can't heal from sleeping, can't be healed after dying. He can't get a 100-pound Filipino woman to walk on his back and no healthcare plan at all in the zombie apocalypse here. So that about wraps it up for my initial impressions. Oh, and look at bro's outfit. Ain't this the dumbest shit you ever seen? This guy is he's got like a Rocky Balboa gray shitty hoodie or just a long sleeve sweater, and he's cut the sleeves off of another sweater and is wearing a vest over it. And he never puts the hoodie up when it's raining. Like, I don't fucking... And why even still be wearing your biker patch made it through all this shit, years of zombie apocalypsing? Are you hoping to bump into somebody from the gang and get some reinforcements? You didn't seem like you had too many people to begin with. You know, it's just all kinds of shit where I'm like, are we gonna get some clothing customization, or does this guy wear the same fucking raggedy ass outfit the entire game? Just this is why he has been able to survive so long. The zombies think he's one of them because he smells so bad. But yeah, it's enjoyable. For $20, shit, go get it. Like and subscribe. Peace.